Hi everyone, this is Chris, and welcome to the first official episode of Anime Debate on the Anime Debate channel. On this channel, we'll be doing a lot of anime stuff, but most importantly, we'll be comparing two shows head to head. So if you have any shows you want to see me compare, let me know down below in the comments or the description. No, I do the description, you do comments. So comments, let me know down below in the comment box. Thanks. This week we're going to compare Berserk 1997, that's the original, y'all, with Berserk 2016. We're not doing the movies, but they do help if you want to get really like intricate into this whole thing. So let's get started. Now, step one. What are these shows about? Well, Berserk 1997 is the original series. It is essentially a show where we follow a group of mercenaries and some things go down, there's some betrayal, and it's really awesome, but also really bloody and really gory. And if you watch the dub, you will hate your life. Now, let's be real here. In 1997, that's about the time that I started getting into anime. That's when I started bringing it over here into the United States. And so, you have the Right Stuff catalog. You had Suncoast Video here in Chicago, at least. And you could go there and get the VHSs and you watch the shows. And in your mind, because at this point, I'm 11 years old, I'm like, oh my God, it's so awesome. Anime is much more mature than American stuff because everything is bloody and disgusting and they show boobs sometimes. It's great. That's how you're thinking at that time. You're also talking like a surfer, and I don't know why. But the thing is, that is what anime was at that point. And if you're watching the dub back then, you thought that was good because that's the best we got. They weren't really doing high quality work back then. And I'll just say it, and I'll say it proudly, that this is one of the first anime that made me ever want to cry. I just could not deal with how depressing it was, but also I was a child. But the thing is, this show was really action-packed, but sometimes it was hard to watch. There'd be guts, literally, no pun intended, flying all over the place. Now, the show is about a mercenary known as Guts, who's the main protagonist of the show. Also his leader and friend, Griffin, and they just go on a lot of adventures, pillaging and plunging and murdering and doing what they gotta do. And they also have a goal in mind, which I will not spoil for you, and it is just a really good show, except for the fact that there are some animation issues where I think a lot of people complain about, where it's just stills. Like, you remember if you played it, unfortunately, Street Fighter V, the video game that just came out recently, and the story mode was originally just stills and someone doing a narration. There's a lot of that sometimes, and sometimes the violence was over the top. And did I mention the dub? I hope I don't have to mention the dub again. But yeah, the dub, once you grow up, is absolutely terrible. Like, the dub is one of the worst things you could ever watch. But if you actually go back and read the manga and just read some subtitles, if you get into reading, the subtitle one is much better. And yet I'll just say that there's not a lot that really can top it, especially when you take the music and the way the story unfolds and the way that the characters grip you and the moral dilemmas they have and all the things that go down. It's really hard not to enjoy this show. So what is Berserk 2016 then? If the first one was so perfect. Well, 2016 is a continuation of the story that they didn't get to because, the manga spans more episodes, more chapters, which span more episodes. So, yeah, Berserk is a continuation. They do rewrite the final, little arc there that went down after the eclipse, which, again, I will not spoil what that means, but they do rewrite that stuff a little bit and give you a little bit more detail along the way. So it's kind of like a Dragon Ball Kai kind of deal where they're cutting out a lot of the fluff, but they're also adding in some really cool core elements that you need to see. So I really do enjoy that they did that. So anyway, it's the continuation, and this is now kind of a revenge kind of deal. And it's really interesting because the story doesn't unfold as naturally as the original, but it does. Once it gets going, it really puts up a lot of steam, and I really have to say that I enjoy it. It is kind of amazing, if I don't say so myself. But the animation, which I think everyone's complained about, is super off-putting. It's, in a word, ugly. It is a mixture of CGI and that new school animation, and it just doesn't fit. It just doesn't mesh well together. And I know that a lot of people are like, well, CGI and animation go well together. It's not a big deal. Well, it's this animation is from the 1997 show. It should be. It's I remember when there was Beast Wars and there was Reboot. they're using that kind of 3D animation, and then there's a step behind that even. Like, it's not good. I'm sorry. And the thing that saves this show is the fact that once the story starts unfolding and you're intrigued by what you saw in the last series, it holds together. It holds together really, really well. But then you've got that music. The music is good, but it's just like, I don't know. There's something about the original series that when it got pumping, it just doesn't flow as well. So let's just go to some direct comparisons. So let's go with the action. Which one was better? Well, I feel like the action in the original series was amazingly gory, amazingly bloody, really, really detailed, and kind of hard to watch sometimes. In this new series, it's the same, except they throw in some 3D stuff. But the times when they don't have the 3D animation in there, the new show shines immaculately. It is beautiful. Like it's like fountains of beautiful, sexy blood everywhere. I don't know how to say that without sounding like a creep, but that is how I feel about it. And not because it's my nostalgia talking, it's because I'm just talking about an overall quality. I have to give the action comparison to Berserk 1997. But that's not to say that when the fights get going in the original and the new series, that it's not a freaking blast to be a part of, if you can hold down your lunch. Next, let's compare the animation, which I think you already know how I feel about this. The animation for Berserk, the original, is like, it's old school for sure. It's definitely the 1997 style. You know what it looks like when you see it, but it doesn't have this extra element that kind of ruins it, like the 2016 series. I'm not gonna say like balls to the wall that this is excellent, much better animation from 97 versus 2016, but this stylistic choice just didn't really flow well. So again, the animation is gonna go over to, sorry to say, Berserk 1997. Let's go with the music. I've already told you how I feel about that. The music in the original series is much better. So let me just stop here, because I know you guys are probably wondering. So, okay, then what did Berserk 2016 do better? What part of this anime debate doesn't even win? Well, I think that once the story gets rolling, the story is actually, in my opinion, a little bit more meatier. You get a little bit more character development. You get to see a little bit more of where these characters are really like putting their hearts. And also like just knowing that betrayal went down and that you want to see Gus get his sweet, sweet revenge, it just pulls it like beyond the top. And I really, really enjoy it. Like I'm like much more intrigued now. I'm much more pulled in, and maybe just maybe it's me, but I feel like because I don't have a dub right now to kind of ruin the quality of the way the story unfolds for me, or the way the dialogue is spoken, you know, it's just easier to look at this one as a higher quality play-by-play, if you will, of the events unfolding. So for the story element, I'm gonna give it to this other Berserk. They're handling it really well. It takes a little bit of time to build up there, but it's still really good. I feel like there's a lot of people who are unfairly rating this thing and telling you that it's a 3-star anime, and it's not. Let's be fair. I guess it can't be a 5-star anime and at a 5 if the animation hinders it. But I'm just saying, like, if you're into your anime for your plots, you're into your anime for good characters, you're into your anime for good development, you're into your anime for good music, which might not be as good as its original predecessor, it's still worth paying attention to. Plus, anyway, the original series was hard to watch because of all that gore and all that blood. So if you're already there for like stuff you don't really want to see, it's not a bad compromise. So I'm just gonna say that the story in, you know, Berserk in 2016 was superior, or at least somewhere hinging on it. Not saying that the original wasn't great, but it's just something better about the way they unfold this stuff. And really, that's all I freaking have, guys. If I have to compare the two head to head, the 97 series is going to win. That's just how it is from right now. But I don't think that you should really avoid the 2016 series. You need to go watch this and just watch with some shades on, because not only will blood splatter on your face every now and again, but also you'll get the CGI stuff in your face too, and that's not so great. So if you can get past that, you will find a series that you enjoy, and you'll find a series that is worth your time if you are not squeamish. So, Berserk versus Berserk, which one do you like better? Have you ever seen it? And let me know down below what you want to see me compare next on the next episode of Anime Debate. Thank you guys so much. Please give this video a like and a subscribe. I need all the freaking support I can get. I want to grow this channel into something beautiful. So beautiful. So if you guys like what I do here, please support it. That's all I really need you guys to do. So like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone you know who loves anime. And I'll see you guys next time on Anime Debate. Wait, what was that? Mistakes on Anime Debate.